Today we'll be making another Filipino dish called pork adobo. This is my quick version, which is just pretty much toss everything in a pot and let it cook. I will show you a different method soon. In this video, we're going to be making pork adobo. Today, I'll be showing you how I'll make my own version of adobo. So for this recipe, we're going to be needing some pork. You can use any cuts of pork you want. I prefer usually the ones with fat for this dish. It's kind of like a pork belly, but you can use any type you want. We're going to need 1 pack of pork, 1 whole garlic minced, about 3 or 4 dry bay leaves, 1 cup of dark soy sauce. You notice I'll be using dark soy sauce compared to just regular soy sauce because I prefer a strong flavor, yet I don't want it to be too saucy or too soupy like some people do. So I'll be using dark soy sauce instead. So we're gonna need 1 cup of dark soy sauce, half a cup of spicy vinegar. Most people use 1:1 ratio, but I don't want it, I don't like that strong vinegary flavor kind of taking over the dish. So I'm only gonna use half a cup for this dish. And then we're gonna add in probably a tablespoon of black pepper to season. So let's start cooking. We're gonna start off by setting our heat to medium and then adding in some oil, and we're gonna saute our garlic. Once our oil is hot, we're gonna be adding in our garlic. Again, that's 1 whole garlic minced. Once our garlic's starting to turn brown, we're going to be adding in our pork. Set our heat to medium-high. We're just going to be tossing them around for about 1 to 2 minutes to kind of like brown the outer part of the pork. Once our pork starts to have color, we're going to be adding in some pepper. Now we're going to be adding in our vinegar. Again, I'm using spicy vinegar. You can use regular vinegar or any type of vinegar you prefer. So we're only doing half a cup. And we're going to leave it uncovered. We're going to leave it uncovered until the vinegar evaporates. Oh, also don't forget to add in the bay leaves. Usually people add in about a cup of water to fully cook the pork. But for me, I don't add water because I want it on the drier side or a thick side compared to like a soupy side. That's why I'm putting as little liquid as possible. I just need a liquid to flavor the dish, not to overpower it by having a soup, because it lessens the flavor if you did it like that. But then again, that's my opinion. You can add in water or anything you want, you know. Like I said before, my recipe is just like a template. So just to give you an idea on how it's made and how I made it, you can always adapt and change things around. All right, let's give the pork a toss. Now we're going to be adding in our soy sauce. Again, you can use regular soy sauce. I'm going to be using a dark soy sauce on this because I want it strong and thick on the flavor. Now we're going to lower our heat to medium and cover and let it cook until the pork are soft. Let's check on our pork. I've been cooking this for about 10 minutes now. I'm sure it's still gonna need some time because this usually takes a while to cook. So just stir them around. Yeah, they're still pretty stiff. So we're just pretty much gonna continue cooking it maybe about 20 minutes total to get that pork nice and soft. So as you notice, it started to become soupy. That's from the liquids coming from the pork. That's why I didn't want to put water earlier, because I know it's going to be a little soupy once it started cooking. So we're just going to continue simmering this for probably 10 more minutes and check again on it later. Also, as we're cooking our adobo, we are also boiling some eggs. We're going to be adding the eggs later with our dish. Of course, this is optional, but I think it goes perfectly with this dish. So let's go check on our adobo, see if it's nice and soft. It's been cooking for about 15 minutes now. Yeah, it's quite tender now, so this is pretty much good. Also, traditionally, Filipinos add in a hint of sugar to this dish to kind of balance the saltiness with a little sweetness. So I will leave it to you, but first, taste the sauce. Make sure that the flavor is perfect. You know, you can always add in a lot of pepper for this. But you can't add salt because it's already salty because of the soy sauce, especially if you're using the dark soy sauce. So use your taste buds to guide you on how you want this to taste. That's perfect. The tanginess of the vinegar is still there, yet not too overpowering. So this is pretty much done. You can add in sugar if you want, of course, or not. So this dish usually is best eaten with rice, with plain steamed rice. So what we're gonna do now is just add in our eggs and serve this with rice. Once you finish boiling your eggs, just toss the eggs into the sauce to coat them. This step is not really necessary. You can just add the egg in when everything is done. You know, you don't have to coat it like this, but it looks good and it has a nice taste to the egg since it's a mild flavor. So pretty much just like that, our dish is done. Now let's just plate our dish. Here's our finished dish. My quick version of pork adobo. Next time I will show you my long way of doing it, which is more tastier, I believe. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe, and if you do, please like, share, and leave a comment below to help our channel grow. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.